Hello boys and girls, this is Mr. So. Welcome back for another lesson of biology. Today we are going through lesson 15 of chapter 13 about fertilization. Before you start the video, please remember to like and subscribe my channel and also share the video to your classmates. Let's start. What is fertilization? It means the fusion of male and female gamete. In human, that means the fusion of the sperm and the ovum. But male and female, they are different individuals, 唔同嘅個體啦。How can a sperm from a male body goes to meet the ovum in the female body? It requires the action called the sexual intercourse. In Chinese, 性交. Another name for sexual intercourse could be copulation or mating. All three of them have the same meaning. During sexual intercourse, when the male is sexually excited, he will have his erectile tissues of the penis filled with blood very rapidly. So therefore, the soft penis will become hard and erected, 勃起. In order to transfer the semen or the sperm from the male to the male has to put the penis inserted into the vagina of the female. And then the muscle of the epididymis, when excited, it will contract so as the vas deferens, or what we call the sperm duct. 輸精管. Both of them, they will contract, and then the semen, 精液, will be ejected into the vaginas of the female. Ejected, Chinese, 射精. And we call this action ejaculation. The noun of eject. However, some males, they just cannot perform the action of sexual intercourse successfully due to impotence. In Chinese, 陽痿 or 不舉. This is a case when a male fails to make his penis harden and erected, so therefore he cannot undergo the process of sexual intercourse. And in the markets, there are actually medication and pills to help such problem of impotence, 陽痿. Take a look at these. This is what we call the magic blue pills, 啲神奇嘅藍色藥丸啦, or some people give it a common name, 偉哥, in English, the Viagra. This is actually drugs originally designed to help the vasodilation of angina, 心絞痛. 心絞痛嘅病人咧，佢哋個心臟血管咧收窄咗，咁所以咧血液咧好難導，咁會有心絞痛啊，心翳住嘅感覺。咁但係咧，自從有咗偉哥呢隻藥出現咧，原來佢係可以將呢個血管舒張嘅。We call this vasodilation, dilate the vessels 將血管舒張擴張。咁啊，等多啲血去個心度啦。But another effect besides vasodilation for the heart blood vessels, it also dilates the blood vessels nearby the erectile tissues and also the penis. So therefore, after eating these drugs, we call this Viagra, 偉哥, it allows more blood to go to the erectile tissues and hence helps more blood going to the erectile tissues to make it hard and erected. So the man no longer have the problem of impotence. 咁啊，解決咗陽痿嘅問題啦。After the semen has been ejaculated into the vagina, sperm in the semen, they will move up the vagina, 陰道, and then move up to the uterus, 子宮, and then move to the oviduct to meet the ovum. And these movement actually consists of two types. One type, we call them the active movement. Another type, we call it passive movement. Let's take a look at them one by one. The active movement is very simple. That is the sperm swimming on their own through the cervix, 子宮頸, up to the uterus and then to the oviduct to meet the ovum. Another method, we call it the passive movement. That is, the sperm, they are helped to move towards the ovum by other things, not by swimming. That is, by the peristaltic contraction of the muscular wall, by the uterus, an oviduct. So the wall of the uterus and also the oviduct, they will contract to push the sperm up towards the ovum. And once the sperm they goes to the oviduct, which is the site of fertilization, if a sperm meet an ovum, fertilization take place. Now let me ask you a question. Why can't a woman get pregnant if the oviducts are blocked? I think the answer is very straightforward, because if you do not have the oviduct opened, the sperm fails to meet the egg. Fails to meet the egg, or what we call the ovum to be better. There are thousands of sperms which successfully swim up to the oviduct, will try their very best to meet the ovum for fertilization, but only one sperm will be successfully touching the ovum and successfully do the fertilization. The very first sperm which touches the jelly coat, this is the jelly coat, the outermost layer. The first sperm which touches the jelly coat of the ovum will have release of the enzyme from the acrosome, and this helps to digest the jelly coat. After releasing the enzyme from the acrosome and digesting the jelly coat of the ovum, the head of the sperm will pass through the cell membrane and goes into the cytoplasm of the ovum, while for the tail of the sperm, it will not enter, it will stay outside. And right after the entry of the sperm head, the jelly coat will change. It will change to an impenetrable layer to the other sperms. So it makes sure that only one sperm enters every time. No other sperm can enter next. And then the nucleus of the sperm head will fuse with the ovum nucleus together to form a zygote, or what we call the fertilized egg. 受精卵. This slide in here shows you a real microscopic pictures showing that this is the zygote, and you can actually see the nucleus from both the sperm and the ovum right after fertilization. Sperms, they are able to live for around 3 days. If they are not successful for the fertilization, they will just die. While for the ovum, it could actually live for around 24 hours, just 1 day. If it is not fertilized as well, it will also die. The journey for a sperm to reaches the oviduct and meet with the ovum is a very tough journey. Therefore, many of the sperm that released after ejaculation will die on the way up to the oviduct, and only a few thousand could reach the oviduct, and only one can get fertilized. Why are so many sperm produced? What is the reason? It is because you have to increase the chance for successful fertilization and also compensate for the loss of sperm during the journey. Many of the sperm, they die during the journey of reaching the ovum because they are trapped by the mucus 黏液 and also killed by the acidity of the vagina 嗰個陰道嘅酸性啦。Next, the high body temperature of the female body might also kill the sperm. Last but not least, some of the sperm produced by the male testes, they are just defective. They are having some problem in their structure, and some of them, they're immotulate. That means they are not able to move. They just cannot swim well, so therefore they just die in the journey. That's it for the part about fertilization. Last but not least, I would like you to go to your textbook page 18 and do the question over there as a revision exercise. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.